Hi traders, Nathan Bray here from ACY Securities. I want to talk to you today about making a case for gold. Yes, I'm a self-confessed gold bug, but now we've got a bunch of stars aligning, looking really positive for the price of gold. Not just now, but moving forward into this uptrend.
Hi traders, and thanks for watching.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our incredible viewers for tuning into our channel.
We would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, as we're pushing for the 10,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year.
Now back to the video.
Now, first of all, last night we've got CPI data. Historically, gold has been an inflation hedge. So right now we're seeing in the US, based on last night's data, an increase not only in the core CPI for the month, but also the year-on-year CPI. So the target was, or the expectation was 0.2%. It went up to 0.3%. So quite strong on the core side. But then if we look at year-on-year, it's up around 3.7%. Again, beating expectation. All of those things when it comes to increasing inflation and inflation sticking around historically has been very positive and very good for gold. Now, on top of that, we've got some geopolitical activity that have stepped into the fray at the moment. So what I'm talking about here, folks, is like this Rocky IV event going on in the world. It's called the BRICS, and the BRICS summit was had a few weeks ago. And what happened in this BRICS summit was amazing. So we had stories coming out, especially out of RT, saying that Russia is backing the idea that we could have a currency backed by gold. Folks, that could be unbelievably amazing for the price of gold. Not only that, but at the BRICS summit, they added new members. So they've added some new members to the already existing BRICS, which was Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They've got to change this name now because they've added some countries like Egypt, Argentina. They've also added Ethiopia. But what I find really interesting, especially while we're talking about gold as a commodity, is they've added some commodity producing or oil producing countries as well. So you've got the United Arab Emirates, you've got Saudi Arabia, and you've got Iran, folks. All of these countries, right, basically OPEC, have all decided to join BRICS. Okay, this, folks, is going to be very interesting times geopolitically moving ahead, because if it's going to push oil prices higher, which we've already seen over the last few months. Oil is moving up to about $90 US a barrel at the moment, while the OPEC countries, or while these now BRICS members that have joined BRICS are coming out and saying we're going to produce less supply. What's that going to do? It might push the oil price even higher. What does oil price affect? Well, it affects the US inflation data, which might cause them to suffer more weakness and more economic doom. So we're in this sort of scenario right now where I'm looking at, so geopolitically, I'm also looking at the fact that historically, as an inflation hedge, this is all looking really strong. The other issue that you find when gold can move higher, it's fear. Okay, when the world's afraid, guess what happens? Oil prices and gold prices can move higher. Well, guess just what happened, okay? So NATO has decided that they're going to do the world's biggest war games. Yeah, you heard that right. The world's biggest war games since Russia Cold War scenario. And guess what they're going to do these war games about together? They're going to do it as if they're being invaded by Russia, folks. If that's not fear, I don't know what is. This is providing for me a fundamental storm that is brewing that could help push gold a lot higher. All right, now technically, let's get off the cloud of the story and let's bring it back and take a look at the technicals here. So yes, the US dollar has been incredibly strong. Let's take a look at the US dollar index here. So this US dollar on a daily has been powering. But if you look at the US dollar index, it's right at the top, or getting close to the top of its range, up around this So it's sort of 105.5, 106 level. So could we start to see this US dollar even pause or run out of a little bit of steam at the top of this US dollar index range? If that was to occur, well, folks, that's going to be good for gold as well. Now, the other thing I want to look at, let's take a look at some charts here. So remember, the US dollar's been strong. So let's take a look at some of the currencies against the US dollar, i.e. the big currencies that should have been feeling the pinch with a strong US dollar going up, they could be going down. So let's take a look at a daily on this euro against the US dollar. Folks, it's been getting punished. Let's take a look at the pound against the US dollar. Absolutely falling off a cliff. And my own motherland itself, Australia, take a look at that chart. It's been getting absolutely decimated. Now let's have a look at gold. Now looking at gold, gold's actually tracking sideways even though it's been going against a very strong US dollar. For me, folks, technically, I'm looking at gold holding up and saying if we do start to get a bit of a pause in this US dollar, that could help project this gold price going back to that triple top level, which you would have heard it here first. I was suggesting there will be a pullback, but if I go to the weekly here, I'm looking for a pullback to the psychological level of $1,900, where it's already found some support over the last few weeks. It also coincides with a 62% Fibonacci retracement level. So we were looking for a level. Some people told me I was crazy. It'll never get back there a couple of months ago. Well, it's back here, folks. If we can get a hold at this level, for both of those technical reasons, we could see gold going a lot higher. Good luck with your gold trading, everybody.